Hi, and welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. As longtime viewers will know, my garage is a giant mess. We've got ongoing projects, we've got all kinds of junk over here, we've got stuff hanging from the ceiling. It's kind of a nightmare in here. Now, I've been doing a lot of stuff with 3D printers lately, and the 3D printers are also out here in the garage, which is not ideal. There's dust, there's temperature variations, there's humidity variations. I've been trying to get around that problem by throwing covers over some of the 3D printers, by keeping some of the PLA in boxes, to try and keep some of the dust off, but people keep giving me these darn things. I have 3 free 3D printers on my workbench right now, all of which are in various states of kind of work, maybe kind of don't work. I actually have so many that I ended up giving away the one 3D printer that I paid for, that I absolutely hated, the old Noisemaker bot. I also have this laser engraver thing, and then I recently got a microscope, which is another one of these gadgets that I'd like to kind of keep set up somewhere to work on 3D printer outputs, to clean up some of the little models and little things that I'm making, but I really need a home for all this stuff. I'm finding out that PLA and stuff doesn't like high humidity, so summer's coming along here. It's been winter, it's been pretty dry out here, but it's not going to be a great environment for 3D printing and supplies. I'd like to find a way to get all the stuff over on this side of the bench into the house. So we've come down here to the basement, to my other sort of workshop room, which is mostly just another closet full of horrors. So I've shown this room on occasion. It's kind of the catch-all electronics storage project junk room in the basement. I've got a bunch of my radio stuff up there. I've got an antique computer running a web server here. I've got some of my wiring and cabling and Ethernet stuff, some of my indoor tools, more little parts and pieces, a bunch of in-progress and future projects, my attempt at organizing all my cables, and then this kind of permanent pile on the floor, which just comes back every time I'll spend a weekend organizing this pile into all my bins and out to the garage and wherever. This pile just like spontaneously generates again. I swear this stuff is breeding down here. All these electronics just sort of pop up and take over the floor of the closet. Anyway, that's another story. Also want to keep the cats out of here because they love to dig around in all the cables. Get out. Anyway, I don't actually use this little shelf or bench here very much. It's really flimsy. What I'm thinking is I'd like to replace this shelf with a more permanent bench and maybe put some of my gadgets on there, like the 3D printers, the digital microscope, and the laser engraver. And yes, I realize that's adding even more complication and junk to an already tiny closet that's already overloaded, but you know what? We can probably get rid of some of this other stuff and actually use this closet for something useful instead of just the permanent junk pile. We are well into phase 1 of moving the 3D printers into our closet, which means pulling a bunch of stuff out of the closet, trying to find some space in here, clearing off this shelf, clearing off this wall. This wall came with the house. In fact, this entire closet is made out of what I like to joke about being structural pegboard. I don't know who built it, but whoever built this house back in the 50s was really into pegboard. So we have pegboard on like every wall. We're actually going to leave that in place because it is holding some insulation there, and I do want to hang some of my PLA and stuff on there, maybe some of my small tools. Alright, we've got some big shelf brackets underneath, we've got some angle brackets up above. That is a nice sturdy shelf. One of the side effects of cleaning out a hoarder closet like this, and I must admit this is one of many hoarder closets and piles around my house, is every now and then I actually find some stuff I can throw away. Like most of this pile right here. Yeah, I'm keeping some of it, but why do I have a dozen Linksys wireless B routers? Nobody uses that anymore. I don't use that anymore. I don't need to hoard all these. And yes, I realize next week I'm going to think of a use for a dozen Linksys routers and cable modems and all that crap, but you know what? I don't have space for it. I don't really want to look at it, and we're going to throw it away. I don't know why Monoprice thought it necessary to make this 3D printer in 2 pieces like this. It's just incredibly inconvenient to move around. This Monoprice company strikes me as someone who puts absolutely no thought into their designs. Alright, so all of my 3D printers now have a home, even if it's still kind of a cluttered home. I've got my original printer bot, I've got the slightly newer one, I've got an even newer one that I traded along with some other stuff for that DNA sequencer, so thank you to John for trading me that one. I have not had time to use it yet. And then I've got a bunch of my filament and supplies. Some of the tools that were in here before have made it in behind stuff and here and there, but I definitely can't fit all the tools. I realized I don't use all those tools down here anyway, so I just kept the most commonly used ones. I've also got my digital microscope, my little laser engraver, the glasses for the laser engraver, label maker, all my usual junk that was in here before. And yeah, somehow I've actually ended up with some floor space. I don't know how. Now, this isn't an ideal spot. It's still shoehorned into a closet. It's still pretty cramped, and I don't think I can actually fit and run 3 3D printers in here, but I'm still trying to figure out which ones I like. As I said, I haven't tried the new one yet. This one's okay. This one I actually really like, but I destroyed the gears printing so much on it, and I haven't had any luck printing new gears on my other printers, so that one's kind of down for the moment until I can find some metal gears or get some other gears 3D printed somewhere else. But I do like this one. I kind of want to keep it. We'll see how this evolves over time. We might move some things around. We might change this a little bit. Definitely don't need 3 of these things down here, so we'll probably downsize to just 1 or 2 in the future. And then I've got some other future projects that'll show up in future videos, like this guy. And some of these things I'm working on a video. Haven't quite figured out what I'm doing with that yet, but you'll have to stay tuned to see that. Still have some satellite stuff down there, and then, yeah, all kinds of other junk going on. And look at all this garage workbench I cleared out. I was able to get all the 3D printer stuff off of here, so I have this nice big expanse of clean work area. Of course, the rest of the garage looks like an explosion at a scrapyard, so I'm sure this clean work area will last about 6 minutes before it's full of junk, but it's nice to dream. Hopefully this has been at least kind of an interesting video, even though it's kind of filler. I mean, important behind-the-scenes content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.